Good morning, folks. This is Kaz at TechNet Geeks. Thank you very much for coming to our presentation. And this presentation is two parts. One part is a PowerPoint presentation that I'm doing now. It's talking about why choosing a career in AWS and why taking the classes that we offer. And second part is Dr. Hashim covering the course in more detail to what the course entails and how he's going to teach that. So let's go into the outline, what I'm going to cover in the class. Now, in my part, I'm going to talk about the technical jobs, how they're changing, how the new industry is rising, and how you can take advantage of the market while it is changing. Now, most of us have seen how some of the non-technical jobs are changing because of technology. Now, a lot of the banks, teller jobs are disappearing. They're going online. So you've seen some of the taxi drivers being replaced by the Uber drivers, also driven by technology. Limo drivers are being replaced by Uber limos. Department stores are disappearing, a lot of them going online. To give you another example, at one time, horse buggy making was a great skill to have, was a great career to have. It was replaced by auto industry when the manufacturing started in Detroit, the Rust Belt area. Working for auto industry was a fantastic career for a good 60 years or so. However, that industry has shrunk and replaced by robots, and some of the jobs have gone away to other countries. Some of those robots are working 24/7, 365, and managed by people who do robotics. Now, some of the recent changes you have seen also is a big business going out of business. We have seen border bookstores, Kmart, Sears, Toys R Us, and multiple banks have disappeared from the area. Why? Because the industry is changing. And they didn't change with the industry and how jobs are changing. And some of the most popular jobs for about the last 10 years and even kind of today have been the DBA jobs, system engineering jobs, Windows, Linux, networking jobs, system admin jobs, VM engineers. They've done really well for the past 10 years, and they're still doing well now. However, some of the new jobs that are coming in and potentially replacing the older jobs would be data analytics, data science, cloud engineers, cloud architect, and DevOps engineers, and automation engineers. Well, why is that? So let's talk about the people on the left side. People on the left side actually work on computers that are local, that are in their own data center they're managing. And people on the right side are working mostly in the cloud. So let's see. Now, the business on the left side are mostly on the private side. Dentist office, department stores, large, medium, small size companies that have their own computer systems. International companies have their own computer systems. They're migrating a lot of them into the cloud. Azure's, AWS. Government agencies are also in the midst of transitioning their systems into the cloud as well. And some of the jobs that people did to manage these computer systems locally is changing as well because of the nature of the cloud. Let's take a look at the cloud. What are some of the skill sets that are required to manage the systems here? As you look through the skill sets, few things that come up as standing out as skill set that is required. Python is one programming language that is built. That is, a lot of this infrastructure is built on. A lot of the automation jobs are built on that. Analytics jobs are built on that. So that job skill set is required for those jobs that are coming up. Cloud understanding, cloud knowledge, AWS knowledge. Since AWS has majority of the cloud share, that skill set is crucial to get some of those jobs. Understanding of the terminology, because the language you're speaking is a little different. Terminology is different. Processes are different. We kind of need to understand that. Besides, if you possess existing technical experience and knowledge, that is also a big advantage because it adds on to the number of years experience that you have and how you can contribute into the technology environment. Now, let's do a little survey in the area jobs. So when you look for Python jobs in Washington, D.C. area with 25-mile radius, There were about 7,481 jobs that were coming up. Majority of them were paying over 100,000. Same thing for the AWS. There were 6,500 jobs that mentioned AWS skill is required for the job. And half of them, actually, majority of them, close to 5,000 of them paid over 100,000 a year. Data analytics jobs across the board, over 9,000 jobs. About half of them were paying over 100,000 a year. Why is that? Well, if you look around, data center is the biggest data center footprint in Ashburn area. Every week you go by, there's a new data center popping up. U.S. government employs close to 440,000 people in DC area and over a million contractors. They'll need more to transition their systems into the cloud. AWS is moving in the area in Arlington, and they are going to be offering about 50,000 jobs in the area with a median income of 140,000, which is fairly lucrative. Microsoft, Apple, and Facebook are also moving their offices in the area. Just look at Ashburn area. It's booming with the technology. Look at Tyson's. It's doubling in size for the number of people that are living up there, and businesses as well. So we are in a great area. And how do we take advantage of that? How do we take advantage of those jobs? Here's two ways. Two classes we offer for you to possess a skill set to take advantage of those jobs. One is Python programming, other one is AWS theory. Now Python programming is hands-on class, runs for 8 weeks, starts on Saturday, May 2nd, 2020. Class will be on AWS WebEx from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and cost $1,000. And the second class, AWS theory, terminology and processes, that also runs for 8 weeks. Courses on Saturday, is compatible to your cloud practitioner and associate skill sets. After you finish the class, you could potentially go for cloud practitioner certification as well as the associates. Now, starting January 22nd, 27th, the class will be starting also on Saturday. It'll be on WebEx unless we are cleared from COVID-19, then we can have the class face to face. At the present time, we are targeting it from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Also, cost about $1,000. The course material consists of lecture by Dr. Hashim, books, videos, and classroom recording. And at this point, I'll pass it on to Dr. Hashim to talk about his course. Thank you.